Please stand. Hey, keep me here waiting for a while. Worth waiting for. Are we ready?
I think so.
Good. Good afternoon, all. We're here for the wedding of Christopher Nelson and Stephanie Killorin. And I ask you to be seated at the moment. So good afternoon. My name is Richard O'Hara. Welcome each and every one of you that is here, and for those who could not be. So the wedding today, we will all participate in it this afternoon, and I'm sure that you all thought that only Christopher and Stephanie and I would be doing the work, but that's just not going to happen. You're all going to have to work. There are no actual rules or regulations today except that you love and support Christopher and Stephanie now and in the future. At this time, for all of you who are in loving relationship of your own, and I'm going to suggest this because my wife and I used to do it, I suggest this would be a great time to silently renew your own relationship by holding hands with each other with that same love and support that brought you together in the first place while we marry this young couple. Now, a little background. Christopher joined a youth group on Cape Cod that I led in a local church. Over the years, he's become a fine young man and is here in front of you now, ready to commit himself to marriage with Stephanie. Christopher and I have maintained contact to this very day. From a bright, fun-loving kid I knew then to the mature and caring young man of today, I have always been proud to know him and honored that he and Stephanie requested that I officiate at their wedding. A few years ago, Christopher introduced me to his girlfriend, Stephanie, who is standing here now with the man she's about to wed. I am sure that many of you know what I have learned, and that is that Stephanie is a very special young lady. She's charming, intelligent woman with a strong but quiet manner of competence, and that compared with a caring and loving nature. Christopher is an exceptionally lucky and blessed young man, and I've made very sure he understands that. There is no doubt that they will become, and have become, a loving, caring, and protective couple of each other that they deserve. Now, marriage between two people is a foundation of family and nation. And so now we move into the wedding that you and I and God are blessing. We're blessing this couple. And immediately after I finally bless them and pronounce the wedding complete and valid, Christopher and Stephanie will share their very first married kiss. At that point, here's where you really get involved. You are to make very sure that they know by your joyful greetings how much you love them and how pleased you are to be here with them. Now, knowing that Chris and Stephanie are about to commit themselves to this very special bond, I want to make sure that all of you are prepared. Based upon that, I now ask and charge that if anyone knows of any reason why this couple cannot be legally married, you state it now or forever keep silent. Okay, I guess we can go forward. I asked them both if they wanted to prepare their own vows or if they wished me to use traditional vows. They responded they wanted both. So that, of course, is exactly what we shall do. So Christopher and Stephanie, will you now, each of you, face the other and hold hands while stating your desire to be wed and your vows for the new lives together?
Me first.
I can go
Excuse me, let
first.
me get it. Okay, we're good. Okay, this might take me some. I can't even see. Okay. I don't even know if I can do it without crying.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So, growing up, I always imagined that I'd fall in love with someone very similar to my father. Someone who's tall, athletic, and in the business world. But then I met you.
I didn't know this was a comedy yet.
You're short, beefy, and work with computers. You're nothing like I thought I would marry. But you're exactly the person I was looking for. You're kind. I remember you bringing coffee and donuts to the police on New Year's Eve. I remember when you helped a lady with her groceries at the grocery store. um, Helping rogue dogs find their way home, and going out of your way to thank every service person we see in uniform. You know how I take my coffee. You listen to my stories and stay up to help me practice for meetings. You rub my head when I can't sleep, and you wipe my tears when I cry. You've supported me at my weakest moments and celebrated with me at my greatest accomplishments. Even when I hit rock bottom, you still believed in me and stuck by my side. You push me and encourage me. You make me feel safe in your arms. And you are my best friend. I love you dearly. You embody everything that I never realized I wanted in someone. I love learning more about you with each new day. I love how you have side conversations with the cat. I love how you put your family and friends first. And I love how you always see the good in people. I love you, and you will always be my best friend. And no matter how hard it gets, at the end, I promise to never give up on you or on us. I have to dry my face.
Oh boy.
Let me put this back. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Let me get another tissue.
Can I borrow that for a sec too?
Here you go.
Oh man. I'm in trouble. I already knew this. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Father-in-law, or soon-to-be father-in-law, help me out here. I'm warning you now that I'm going to screw this up already. I already know. And I ask for your forgiveness already about how corny this is going to be. But as everybody probably knows, I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, the places you go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang, and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, sadly, it's true. And hang-ups can happen, and they can happen to you. You get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on, and you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and then chances are you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and shin. Do you dare stay out? Do you dare go in? How much can you lose, and how much can you win? And if you go in, do you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not. I'm sure that you'll find. For a mind maker upper to make up his mind. There, see, I told you I was going to screw it up. You get so confused that your heart starts to race down long wiggled roads at breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space. Headed I fear to a most useless place, the waiting place, for people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, waiting around for a yes or a no, or perhaps waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for a fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite. We're waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. But not us. Not anymore. Need your tissue.
Here you go. Oh, that one's mine.
Not anymore. If we get caught up in a prickly perch, we'll patch the other right up, but starting with a kiss first. If we come down from a lurch with an unpleasant bump, we catch one another and we avoid that blasted slump. When we come to a place where the streets are not marked, the place with windows that are few lighted but mostly darked, our laughter together about the situation we're in will ensure the safety of both our elbows and chin. I'm not confused, but my heart has started to race. But that's because my best friend is standing in front of me, wearing wedding lace. And they grind on for miles across weirdish wild space isn't a grind anymore, because I have a partner to fight crime with, even in the worst case. The person I trust most is finally here, and I no longer have to have any fear. Sorry, folks. I can be myself, as crazy as this sounds, and I don't have to worry that you're going to drive out of town. But I do have one wish that I want you to hear, and you may laugh, but I hold this thought dear. I hope someday you can see yourself, but not from your own vision, from your own personal view, but from mine instead, for you to see yourself how I see you. How amazing you are, because it's so very true. The waiting place was good for me, because I waited for you. I love you so much, Stephanie. Please say I do.
Thank you both. Now that Christopher is recovering, we'll go forward. And Christopher, will you take Stephanie to be your lawful wife from this day forward, to love, honor, and cherish as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Stephanie, will you take Christopher to be your lawful husband from this day forward, to love, honor, and cherish him as long as you both shall live? And I now ask you to take the rings, and as you place them on the finger of your new spouse, I ask you to say out loud, "With this ring, I thee wed."
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And now I offer my personal blessing for a long and wonderful life together, in the name of God the Father, Jesus, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. And with the power granted to me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Christopher, you may now kiss your beautiful wife. Nice job. Gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Nelson.